flood the zone with shit is on full display. The goal is to make meaningful conversation impossible by overwhelming the discourse with mockery, personal attacks, and nonsense. Example, users like Bless Dish's name, Doug's Friends Keeter, and Dr. Peb spam the chat with insults, false accusations, and bizarre Bible references. Effect, this prevents any substantive discussion from taking place.
Right.
Instead of debating facts, the conversation devolves into chaos, where the loudest and most aggressive voices dominate. This is a deliberate strategy seen across X, Twitter, YouTube comments, Facebook groups, and political rallies. Wherever MAGA propaganda needs to drown out reality. Lesson 2. Psychological warfare. Isolate, mock, and break opponents. One of the key strategies in authoritarian disinformation campaigns is to isolate those who challenge the narrative, making them feel alone, ridiculed, and under siege. Example, one pissed-off veteran attempts to engage in arguments, but is met with a relentless wave of insults. Your pussy is getting mangled in here today, bro. Aw, look, the pedo is trying to talk trash. This guy needs serious help. Effect, the goal is to emotionally exhaust the person until they disengage. When democracy defenders leave the conversation, the MAGA narrative becomes dominant, flipping neutral observers to their side. This mirrors Brexit disinformation, where pro-Remain voices were painted as elitist, out of touch, and hysterical. The goal was to make the opposition seem weak and irrelevant. Exactly what's happening here. Task 3, projection. Accuse the other side of what you're doing. A classic authoritarian move is to deflect criticism by accusing the other side of the exact crime they are committing. Example, when one pissed-off veteran calls out Trump's history of sexual assault allegations, the response isn't to argue against it. Instead, the MAGA side flips the accusation. Dem pedos can't handle being called out. Keep this guy away from kids. Effect, this tactic muddies the waters, making both sides seem equally bad and discouraging people from seeking the truth. The more people believe everyone is corrupt, the less likely they are to fight for democracy. This was a major Brexit strategy. Whenever Leave campaigners were caught lying, they simply accused Remainers of spreading Project Fear. The goal? Make the truth seem like just another opinion. Step 4. Religious manipulation, weaponizing faith for power. Religious rhetoric is used here as a tool, not to spread faith, but to inject moral superiority into political propaganda.
Yep.
Example, Blessed Ish's name repeatedly references Christianity while simultaneously engaging in insults and mockery. We reject the false prophets and Satan, for I have redeemed you. Grasses are the best of deceivers. Effect, this co-opts faith into a political movement, making MAGA not just a political ideology, but a religious crusade. This mirrors how Brexit was framed as a fight for sovereignty, not just policy. The goal is to create blind loyalty, making opposition feel like heresy. 5. The MAGA Brexit endgame, exit from democracy. The big picture here is that these tactics aren't random. They are part of a larger movement to erode trust in democratic institutions. Brexit was never just about the EU. It was about breaking trust in expertise, government, and democracy itself. USA Brexit is not just about Trump. It's about shattering trust in elections, the judiciary, and the rule of law. The Supreme Court's ruling granting Trump executive immunity accelerates this process. When people stop believing in democracy, they stop defending it. That's the goal. How to fight back. 1. Recognize the game. This is psychological warfare, not debate. The more you understand their tactics, the less they work. 2. Expose the lies. Call out the patterns, not just the statements. Show how they always deflect, always insult, always accuse others of their crimes. 3. Support each other. Their biggest weapon is isolation. If democracy defenders stand together, they can't silence the truth. 4. Stay in the fight. Democracy isn't lost in a single election. It's lost piece by piece, conversation by conversation. Don't let them flip the...
Okay. I want you to go biblical and explain how what they're doing, doesn't mirror anything like Jesus. And don't focus on waffle.
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
I said I want you to focus on waffle, and I want you to go biblical.